So often this time of year, I get a lot of questions and comments saying, that my cycle was a bit wonky this month. Like, what's going on? It was a bit longer, or I couldn't quite tell that I was ovulating as clearly, or my period was more painful. That often is a common one this time of year as well. And if you talk to your conventional doc, it can often get chalked up as the stress of the holidays, right? Oh, it's just the stress of the holidays. This is common. Now, this is often a contributor. Yes, stress can affect our cycles, but that shouldn't be the scapegoat. And you should not be left without support or guidance on how to actually help yourself forward through this, because we can't always help the stress of the holidays, can we? So I'm Crystal Melanson. I'm a board certified holistic practitioner and functional nutritionist, and I help women and couples maximize and mend their fertility and hormones naturally. And I have a question for you on this. So when we're traveling, when we're out at parties, if we're staying with family, we're on a different sleep schedule, or even just adjusting to the longer darkness in the days, what is one thing that you can think of that commonly changes in your life through all of this? If you're like many women that I talk to, you will probably say your eating habits. Your eating habits often change, whether it is more sweets or more alcohol, skipped meals, different foods because you're at families' houses, you're visiting. More emotional eating can definitely happen. This is a common change with the season, is that your eating habits, your nutrition changes. And this change in your nutrition can definitely greatly impact your hormone balance. It can change your ovulation and it can affect your PMS symptoms, meaning you might get more frustrated when you don't get pregnant right now, or you might get more frustrated when you realize you missed your fertile window. You might get tired of the painful cramps or the headaches that are coming up, or the change in your weight, the change in your energy. And this should not be dismissed or just chalked up to stress affecting you, right? We deserve support and help through this time. And so there is one change that we can make that can help support our hormones through the holiday season, through the stress. And that involves balancing your blood sugar. And this has a huge impact on your fertility. And when I work with clients, I first give them one starting tip. Number one thing they can do that can help balance their blood sugar. And that is taking control over their breakfast time. And with the right breakfast, we can start the day to supporting your adrenals, supporting your thyroid, setting yourself up to be more resilient the rest of the day and through the season. And so even though the day might get crazy and we might be out there and traveling and don't always have control, this is one time we often can make little switches at, that we might have more control on, that we can really put our focus in, that can make a huge difference for our hormones, because it can be really hard when you feel like you're scattered all over the place to think about all the things. And this is one place we can really focus to move forward with. And so I have a free guide going into detail about all of this, how it actually really affects you, why it's important, because that education for you is important to know why you're doing things, right? And of course, real actionable steps you can take to help yourself now. So shoot me a DM, tell me that you want this free guide, and I will send it your way. So if you are concerned about your fertility, if you are concerned about your hormones, and you want help now with one step you can take to make changes, shoot me a message and I will get that over to you. And of course, if there's anything else, you can leave a comment below and I am happy to chat with you. Have a good week.